Hi everyone. So tonight, I hope everyone got the invitation, but my sister and I are gonna do a beauty spree live event. So I wanted to get ready now and put my makeup on so that you can see how the makeup holds out, you know, at 7 o'clock later on tonight. It's like about 3 or 4 hours. So like I've always said, I don't like to reapply my makeup. So in the morning, what I put on is what I'm gonna leave with. Hi, Auntie. So I'm gonna put these on so that when you guys watch the live event at 7, you can see how the makeup lasts. So kind of just shows you how it brings it, how the color still pops. So my ring light is on, and I have more lighting than usual, so be kind because you can see all the flaws now, and I don't know what's going on with my hair. So let's try and just start. I'm going to, because it's already later in the afternoon, and it's like the middle of the day for me. I'm gonna, I've been out and all this happened, so I'm just gonna reapply toner just to help with like cleansing and the balance and all that, the pH balances. And then after that, I always prime, so we're gonna prime and then put on, I use a CC cream because I don't like to use foundation. So, but I did want to try the Unique foundation that they have, only because I've been hearing like really, really good, wonderful things about it. Hi, Auntie. So after putting on primer, and you should always prime before putting on any kind of coverage, whether it's CC cream or foundation or even just powder. Like, primer helps. It helps a lot. It just smooths out your skin and it gives it that like flawless finish. And my primer that I use, because I have really oily skin, my primer that I use actually has like, it's mattifying, so it mattifies oil, and then it also it has anti-acne like fighting purposes, so it'll help with like acne control, which is really good. And then I use a CC cream, and then I just put in like these color correcting drops with my CC cream and then mix it together. It just gives that little bit of coverage that I need, and then it doesn't look like super, super heavy. One of these days I'll put on like the foundation and do that on live so that you guys can kind of test it out with me to see the foundation and how good it is, because I've heard really good things about it. I do use the powder from Unique, and I do like that a lot. I like the powder a lot. Hi, Auntie Helani. Oh, good, you made it. Yeah, so we're gonna put this on and then just put on a powder to give a little bit more coverage. For everyday use, I don't use foundation. I don't really recommend it, because unless you really, really want to. Sometimes a BB or a CC cream or even like a tinted moisturizer is really enough. I know a few girls now who will only use like a tinted moisturizer or a tinted SPF and then cover it up with like a powder, even like a translucent powder to take away the shine. And then after, hi Jane. After putting on the powder, then we're gonna do brows. Definitely brows. You should never leave your house without doing your brows. And I'm gonna use the Moodstruck powder palette. Anti-CC cream is not that expensive. It depends on the brand that you get. The one that I use from Smashbox is like $25, but the tube lasts forever. Like, I'm like halfway done, and I bought this maybe like 3 weeks ago, I want to say. So it lasts a long time. I mean, it should, if you wear it every day the way I do, then it should last you like a month. You know, and for me that's good, because even I try to stretch it, like, you know, just to get a little bit more out of it. But it's really not that bad. Or Unique has like the BB creams in like a really big tube, and I use these to contour sometimes, because there's the high and the dark. It's not, and these are good too, except the CC cream has a color correcting. So but the BB cream is a little bit more tinted. So it just depends on what you're looking for, really. Okay. So after putting on, you know, whatever coverage that you need, a lot of people sometimes don't like putting on the powder after they do their CC cream or foundation coverage, and not until like the end after they've contoured. But I do it before, because I only do a powder contour anyway, and I don't do a full contour unless I'm going somewhere really, really fancy. Like really, really fancy. Because a full contour sometimes takes a long time. And I don't have that kind of time. Uh-oh, my toddler is waking up from his nap. I can see him stirring over there. I'm trying to be like, go to sleep. I think he's going back to sleep. The life of a working mom. And he's up. So before putting on your brows, you always brush it out. Sorry, it's getting really hot. So I'm just gonna put the fan on real quick. We're in Hawaii, people. It's hot. So always brush out your brows, and as you can see, now that you guys can see all my flaws right now, I have to wax. And just gotta find the time to get that done. But yes, for me that's important, because I'm Korean and I have really, really thick eyebrows. So if I don't wax, sometimes people can tell. So brushing out, you're just gonna brush up in the front and then towards the back. Hi, Auntie Deb. Up in the front and then towards the back. Then there's 4 colors in here, and then actually this brown is like a wax that you can put on in place of brow gel. The darker brown goes toward the back of your brows, and the lighter brown is for the front. And then you can use like your concealer and highlighters. So just to warn you, I'm not that great at powder yet. I'm learning. I still use pencil a lot, but I'm trying to use the powder, because the powder gives you like a more natural kind of look, and then it doesn't really look like you have, you know, drawn on brows. The powder looks a little bit more natural. It's almost like drawing, but, and I mean, even with the powder, it's a little easier to put on because it's powder. So it's, you know, it's not like extremely crucial if you make a mistake. So again, I'm using the darker brown right now to fill. So I'm lining the bottom and then filling it at the same time in the back, just the back part. And then if you want, you can line the top too. Then I'm gonna take the lighter brown and then just do like small strokes. Oh, see, mistake already. Small strokes, but that's an easy fix. Watch. And then blend it in with the back. And then we're always gonna clean it up with concealer afterwards anyway. So if you make a mistake, it's really not that big of a deal. You see how it like kind of just blends in with each other? And I want to get microbladed. I feel like if I get microbladed, it's gonna shave off so much time. So scared though. I mentioned it before yesterday. I'm so scared. Oh, someone just walked in. Someone with the broken arm who was skateboarding outside. Say hi. And he's all sweaty. So everyone, Koa was in speech festival today at Castle High School. And he did an amazing job. He was excellent. And his report card came in. And he had extremely good grades. So we have to go shopping later today because he wants all kinds of toys. For his prize. And he's all sweaty, even though he has a broken arm and he's still allowed to skateboard. I don't know why. Something about him loving it so much. I don't know. So we're just doing the other one now.
Mom, can I take off my shirt?
Everyone say hi to Alan.
Mom,
Go with your dad.
Yeah.
Again, life of a working mom. Auntie Sharon said, "Good job, Koa."
Thank you.
He said, "Thank you, Auntie." So filling in. Even though I have thick brows, there's still places where you can, you know, of course with everyone, there are places that can be filled so that it looks perfect. I feel like over time my brows are thinning out anyway. Go over there. You're all sweaty, dripping. So small upward strokes in the front, followed by a blend. Try to line the top. And then you're just gonna take your spoolie and then like blend everything in. Oh, whoops, mistake. And then that's the powder. So I'm not really good with the wax. And for the concealer, I actually use a concealer pencil from Anastasia. Because it's something that Unique hasn't come out with yet. It's like this pencil, and I love it because I'm not really good at concealing with a brush yet. Oh, Auntie, I can teach you. Come home for a little bit. I'll teach you how to do your brows. So if you can, like, anything that makes your job easier when doing, you know, anything and shaving off time is good. I'm all about, like, I mean, just because you don't have time doesn't mean you can't do these things. It just means that you gotta be efficient with your time. Hey, Jess! Girl, you know how to do your brows. You always do your brows. Just smoothing out the concealer. And then I've since learned, not very long ago actually, while doing some research, that so we spend a ton of money on like eye primer, which is good if you don't, you know, use concealer to like clean up your brows, or if you don't do this one part, then eye primer is important. But if you do use concealer, concealer and primer will work in the same manner as far as smoothing out your lid and giving and holding and setting in your eye makeup. So I mean, you know, if you're tight on money and you're tight on time, you can use concealer instead of primer, instead of doing like a redundant two-step, which I was so actually like stoked to hear that it works in the same way, you know. But I do have eye primer, just in case my research was wrong. So again, just smoothing out and cleaning up whatever mistakes you may have made. And I'm not an artist, so I need the concealer to clean up my mistakes for my brows. Like, the concealer is my best friend. I have actually like 3 different concealers, anywhere from in the car to my purse and in my home, so that I can clean up if I have to do my brows really quick for whatever reason. I need it to clean it up, because I'll never be able to. Oh my god, can you imagine? It's good, like, with all the mistakes. And now that I know I can use concealer as a primer, I'm going to pull it down and use it for my lid too, right? Oh, Jess, I love your brows, girl. You know that. So, and then we're going to use just this wax. I'm going to just put it on my spoolie and then brush it through my brows. And there it is. So again, that was the Obsession palette. So I have like dark hair, so I get like the dark brunette one. It has the wax, the 2 different kinds of browns to fill it in, and then it also has the concealer and highlighter that you can use for your brows. And I've actually learned that there was a challenge, and one of my very good friends said that she did her whole face with this palette. Because people can get super creative when they need to. That's the brows. And then I'm just gonna move on. Sorry guys, I don't know what my hair is doing. It's hot and humid, and it rained so hard last night. I can't even imagine. Yes, Jess, you need this brow palette. It's awesome. I think I have an extra one. Let me go check. But it rained so hard last night, you guys. And I went to see Adam Devine at the comedy show, and then my sister-in-law called me to tell me that Waimanalo was underwater. And we basically just ran out of there and like drove home to find. I was like, oh my god, my dogs are outside. They're like swimming right now. But luckily we were not flooded. Everything was in good shape, so I was happy about that. I'm gonna move on to shadow. I haven't really quite, I haven't quite decided what colors I wanted to use tonight. Sorry, I'm writing notes. I'm thinking like a brown, since I'm wearing a tan shirt, you know. Oh, thank you, Auntie. I want to get microbladed so that it looks like this all the time and I don't have to spend that 15-20 minutes putting it on. I wanted to probably do, like I said, like a smoky, and then I made a palette where I put one together that was in smoky colors. Let me just try to find it. Here it is. It's like browns and tans and like that black smoky-ish color. So I was gonna do like a really short smoky with you guys so that you can see that it doesn't, you know, that it doesn't really take that much time. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, a really good smoky takes up a lot of time most likely, but it doesn't have to. Sorry, it's still, do I look really shiny? Let me know in the comments if I look really shiny and horrible, because I feel shiny. And my sister Melina is probably gonna be here or leave her house in like an hour. So she's gonna come and be like, she's either gonna tell me or she's gonna be like, no, change your makeup, it doesn't look nice. But again, the whole point of this live was to put it on now, and so that when you guys tune in for the beauty spree live tonight, you can see that, you know, you were with me a few hours ago, and when I put it on, it really, you know, it didn't stray from what you saw before. So that's the whole point. Like, I don't like to reapply. I put my makeup on in the morning and I go to work, and whatever I come home with is what I put on in the morning. I don't redo anything. I might like dab my oil, like what if I get oily, or, you know, maybe take, if anything is smearing, kind of touch up here with my fingers but that's it. I don't want to do anything else. I'm tired and I'm busy. I have no time at work to be doing that. The one thing that you should remember when putting on eyeshadow, sorry to digress, but is that you should always do a base. So you should always put on like a nude, something that matches your skin as a base after your primer even. So I used the concealer as a primer. And now I'm gonna do a base. I kind of don't like how that is feeling without the eye primer on, to tell you the truth. Let's see what it does in terms of holding the color, but I don't like it. My brush is not as smooth as when there's eye primer on my eyes, so good lesson learned. And then when you do transitional colors, you're gonna go from like the lightest to the darkest. So I'm gonna go with the lighter brown first. I think that's the lighter brown, I believe. Yeah. And then tap off your excess. Then when you're doing your crease, always hold it at the end. For some reason, it gives you more control. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of a crease, and then I'm gonna do my lid with the black, and then smooth it, blend it all in, and then you can see how easy the smoky is. So this is my transition color, since it's the lightest brown. And then you're just gonna do like a windshield wiper back and forth, really, really light, really light. Hey, K-How. Hey, lover. So just like back and forth like that, and using the end of your brush. See? And then using the darker brown, you're gonna go over that crease. It's like so it's supposed to look gradient, and then going from like light to dark. Do you see? and then always tap off your excess. The powder gets stuck in your brush, ladies, so don't keep putting on when you think that there's none. Trust me, you still have a lot. Ooh, I think I just had deja vu. Shut up! You're whatever. You're a movie star. I'm not. I'm just trying to pass my knowledge on, girl. And this is all from YouTube, people. This is from watching YouTube and trying to figure out how the hell did she do that. So after working with your crease, oh, come here. Oh, no, don't come here. You're all sweaty and dirty. Say hi, Auntie Cal.
Hi, Auntie Cal.
Yeah, now go back over there because you're all sweaty and dirty. He's skateboarding outside, even though he has a broken arm. Oh, I'm going to kill his father. So, after working with the crease, we're going to blend it. And then, so in terms of a blending brush, the fluffier the better. Do you see how fluffy that is? Fluffy. And then you're just going to do like, please,
Mom.
Button your shirt. Thank you.
Mom, can you open that?
Yes. And then you're going to just little circles and then blend.
Why are you doing makeup?
Because I'm going to do the live beauty spree with Auntie Melina. 2 hands. Thank you. So the smoky part is coming from the black. And we're not going to do a lot. We're just going to put on a little on our lid. Hold the brush at the end. So the more that, when you hold it back towards the end, even though it doesn't feel like you have control, you have the most control. There. And then you're just gonna kind of dab and swoosh. See? So when doing a smoky eye, sometimes even, and I've done this with one of my coworkers, you know who you are, girl. We just use like a really thick gel eyeliner pencil, and we just blended it because she doesn't like makeup. So she wanted a smoky, but she didn't want like this kind of smoky. So what we did was we did like a gel eyeliner, which you can do too, and it takes like 2 minutes. If you want like a 2-minute smoky, trust me, just get like a gel eyeliner, something smooth that you can blend out. Get a blender brush, or like even a smudger brush is good. And you're gonna like just kind of smudge it, kind of like this, like what I'm doing with this. I always have more trouble with this lid than the other one. And then what you're gonna do after you smudge it out like that is you're just gonna blend it out with like a highlighter. So after the highlighter, like a tan, you know, like with what we used for a base, you're just gonna blend it, and then you'll have a smoky. That's like the easiest smoky I can think of. Takes like 2 minutes. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking my transition color again, and then just blending the crease just one more time. I like doing it only because I think people can see my transition color more if I do it one more time. And then you can even take your transition color like that brown and then go underneath. You know I do, girl. I work that crease. We're Asian. We need to show like the crease. Okay, then we're gonna, so that's the transition on the bottom. to like tie it all together. And then we're just gonna do the highlight. So the same color that I used for the base, I'm just gonna take for the brow bone. And that's it for the eyes anyway. This is why it takes forever for me to get ready. And you know, I actually told Al, it takes me 5 minutes to put my makeup on, okay? 5 minutes. And he was like, yeah, okay, in what century does it take you 5 minutes? So I timed myself, and these alone take me like 20 minutes. So I was like, holy crap, oh my God, I'm so sorry it takes so long. So I'm just getting my eyeliner out. So, because I don't take, uh-oh, the toddler's up. Yes. Come here. Mommy's here, come here. I don't know why babies always wake up screaming. Like, you didn't go anywhere. Oh, say hi, everybody. Oh. So because, aw, tell her have a good time at prom. I can't believe she's going to prom. I feel old too. I don't like it. I love you too. Mwah. And he's going back to sleep on me. So because I want that big popping eye, I use black as an eyeliner, but then I water my waterline with white, and it gives you that added like awake look. I'm left-handed, so I can totally do this with my left hand. Hi, Sharon. Oh, I have two Sharons watching me. I have my Auntie Sharon, my dad's sister, and I have Sharon. So I like pulling, when I put my gel, I put it right on my line and then going on the inside of my waterline too, because then it makes your, I think it makes your eyes look bigger. And I'm Korean, so I want big eyes. And I don't have big eyes. You're gonna go down again? Okay. And then even when here, like I pull from the inside, and then here. And then afterwards, you're still gonna do like, you're gonna take your blender pen, and so that it doesn't look chalky, you know? You don't want your eyeliner to look chalky. And then I take the white, and then I put it right under, I mean, I know, sorry, this looks gross, you're looking at my eyeball, but it's gonna give that like, see, do you see the difference? So your waterline is like right here, where, kind of like above your bottom lashes. See the difference? Oh, I think I poked my eye. And then, of course, we're women and we have torture devices. hot. Take off all that. I didn't need an eyelash curler before because I did not have lashes. So, but now with using the lash serum, I needed to buy an eyelash curler and I was so stoked. I was like literally so happy, like, oh my god, I need an eyelash curler. And then this is the Epic mascara that I'm running out of, and I need to pull another one out of my inventory. But it's really like the best mascara I've ever used. Hi, Charlie. Charlie, I don't know if you're going to be interested in any of this. So I'm just going to put this on, and then you can see the difference with the Epic mascara versus the not. There. There, can you see? Crazy, right? Like, it just gives that added, like, pop that you need. I mean, I'm stoked, period, just having lashes. So, here, I'll look up so that you can see. I'll look up. Right? Look at that. It's crazy. I poked my eye with my blender brush. I have like one hair. Would you just hate that when it gets stuck in your damn mascara? Auntie, yes, Auntie. I mean, it is kind of a lot of work, but I think it's therapeutic for me anyway, because I like putting it on. It's kind of like being an artist, or being not, even though I'm like not able to draw. I've always wanted to be an artist, but I can't draw or paint or sculpt or write or do anything artistic except this. So that's the Epic mascara. You can kind of see, you know, what I'm talking about. I think I need more on the left. There we go. Aw, thanks, Sharon. Thanks, Auntie. So after the eyes are done, and then people move on to their face, only because if like eyeshadow or powder, or you make a mistake with the eyeliner, you know, on anywhere in your face, it's easier to wipe off with makeup remover and then, you know, keep going, instead of contouring and doing your face first and then risking getting anything on it after when you're doing your eyes. That's really the only reason. So I already put on the CC cream and powder. I'm gonna just do like concealer. I do concealer under my eyes and like a like I said, like a powder contour. So the concealer that I use, and you know, I'm so stoked that Unique came out with like their own dual, because this one is my favorite one from Sephora and they expired it. And I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me right now? What am I gonna do with my life? But Unique came out just a couple of days ago and came out with their own dual sticks. So super stoked. I've already ordered like 3. And then just let you know, when Sephora came out and said that they expired this, I literally ordered 10. So I have like 4 left. But as the numbers of the boxes kept dwindling, I started to freak out, like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? So it was serendipitous for sure. Extremely, extremely lucky. Okay. So the secret to highlighting is always put highlighter where the light touches. Oh, I definitely poked my eye with my blender brush. I felt it, but now I can see it. It'll clear up. Or I have Visine. So always put concealer or highlighter where the light touches. So you want to always do, you're kind of making a heart with your face, is what you're trying to do. So like you contour the outer parts of the heart and then you highlight the inner parts of the heart. And that's supposed to give you like the contoured effect of, like, you know, a skinnier face. For me, it's important because I have a flat Korean face. Okay, so after that's done, then I use my powder contour, and I'm using, it smells just like chocolate. I'm using the Too Faced Cocoa contour palette, and I like it only because it goes on really, really well, and it blends really, really well. So I'm using the darkest brown, and then when you contour, you're just gonna go like right by the top of your ear and make like a fishy face. And then like really even, smooth strokes. See? Top of your ear. You don't want your contour too high and you don't want your contour too low. What you're trying to do is create cheekbones. And then with the excess, just do the bottom to get rid of that like double chin action thing going on that I have a lot of. And then I do like my nose because I have a Filipino nose, just like my grandma. And blend out that top of your forehead. Now, this is the powder for the dark. I also do a light. So using the highlight portion, just go underneath your eyes. And then I go right here. Nose, and then forehead. It's kind of like a V, or like a, and that's pretty much it. See, it doesn't take that long. If you want to do an added highlighter, there's different kinds of highlighters. I like this rose gold color from Unique. It's like a powder, like just a powder highlighter in case you want like shimmer. And then when you shimmer, you're gonna strobe, it's called strobing, but you're gonna shimmer just the cheeks, get that bottled water away from you, and the nose. You can do your forehead too. Some people do like the Cupid's bow because then it accentuates your pout. So just like this part right here. Here. And then that's it. Well, and then you can set. So I use a setter. Well, I use the Unique powder to set. And then when you set, you're doing that. You're not really brushing on, you're just dabbing like you're setting. And that's it. And then the last thing you do is your lips, which, because I have Smokey on, I think I'm gonna go with a nude lip color. You don't ever want to do like so much eyes, so much lips. It's either like a lot of eyes and nude lips, or a lip gloss, or like a lot of lips and like a bare eye, like just mascara and a highlighter, or mascara and eyeliner and a highlighter. Unless you're going somewhere where you're looking like extremely seductive, like if you want to be sultry, then go for it. So I'm using the sugar scrub. Auntie, you got this. This is on its way. It's just sugar in a stick is what I call it. Exfoliate. And it tastes, I mean, I know this is really bad, but it tastes good. It tastes like sugar. And then you're gonna wipe all the cracked dead skin off before you put on your color. So word to the wise, if you had put highlighter on your Cupid's bow to accentuate it, you might want to redo it after you do your exfoliation. There you go. So I have a nude lip splash lipstick. Nude always looks good with the smoky. It just always does. And this lip splash goes on really well. So like this is not like a lip stain. This is liquid lipstick. So it will come off. It's not like it's gonna stay on. And their applicators are really, really good. It's like super easy to use as liner.
Hello.
Not used to the nude sometimes. I'm like, ooh. But for those of you who came and tuned in yesterday, I put on a really, really red lipstick. Let me know in the comments whether you like the nude or the red, or if it really doesn't make a difference. Just to help me out. All right, so that's pretty much it. So we have the smoky with the nude lipstick. I am gonna do the foundation. I'm gonna do the Unique liquid foundation and try their contour kit, but not today. I'll probably do it tomorrow if I get up early enough on a Sunday, or maybe Monday morning. Okay, so thanks for watching, everybody. Bye. Mwah.